We're just chilling.
We're live.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hey!
Professional.
Welcome to Desis and Dragons. We are your
Sexy
Desis,
edition.
and we are.
Okay.
It's always been sexy edition. You just haven't realized until now. Yes. Yeah. We're glad to have you guys all with us. I am your dungeon master, Indrani. Got my
Huzzah!
adopted my persona of like deep, powerful voice and this impressive cape, and it's definitely not a blanket because I'm feeling like fluish. No, it's just impressive-ness.
Brand
Yeah.
nice.
But before we focus on me, let's focus on the important people, our players. Starting with one of our favorite, Alika Gupta.
Oh, hi! It's me! It's me, Alika! No, don't ever pronounce it like that. I swear.
Oh, look. No, okay.
That's my new accent for my new character when Medu eventually dies. Hey, I'm playing Medu, a human fighter. That's it. That's the most cool character description. But I do have the
You want
best.
to tell us about the, actual appeal of Medu?
Wow! Okay,
Oh.
wow! I'm feeling some judgment here. Cool.
I'm kidding. I
but
love
you know what? I agree with it, so it's okay.
No, but
The
maybe.
actual appeal of my character is that they have the best animal companion in the whole wide universe, Cosmo the Cerulean Chimera. That's it.
Yeah. In addition, another one of our favorites is going to describe their character and why the best quality about them. Shubham.
Hello, I am Shubham. I play Pewter, and I usually talk like this when I'm in game. It is very entertaining. I am meant for streaming. This character was designed with entertainment in mind.
Excellent.
Can't
We are all
argue with that.
we're all
Yeah.
entertained.
I'm so
And
entertained.
last but definitely not least, the one who keeps on giving wonderful gifts, Indrani.
Hello, I am Indrani. I will be playing Talvar the Forge Cleric. Off to a great start today.
Sure.
Talvar is stocky. She has a hand axe.
I thought you were going to say
And
horny,
some
because
great,
I felt like
and
that's
I was going. Now you ruined it. But and she has great pick-up lines. That's the term for it. Wow.
Uh-huh.
Okay, struggling today.
Uh-huh.
Hello.
Yeah. She's one of those people who don't need pickup lines because she's really hot, but it also means her pickup lines are well, they
Like
exist.
literally hot. Her hair is fire. Very interesting.
She's better at making robots and machines than pickup lines. That's what we'll say. But no,
Okay.
we're not
That
focusing
is.
on how many hearts you're mending this evening. We're going to be focusing on D&D, specifically episode
Before-
12 of the Broken 12.
We have.
We have something to announce before we go into
Yes,
the game.
we do.
I was getting people hyped up, but sure, let's go.
Oh, okay,
Continue.
okay. I was like, wait, are we getting into the game? We're so good at this. I promise one day I will figure out how to behave on stream. But announcement number 1 is about our friends over at Knights of the Bantam. They are a socialist collective of tabletop RPG enthusiasts. They're committed to making TTRPGs more accessible while reaching new people who are engaged and excited to play. You can join their wonderful Discord community or follow them on Twitch at Knights of the Bantam. They have a podcast which you can listen to, and you can follow at Bantam Knights on Twitter to keep up with their projects. So shout out to them. They're amazing. Shout out to Sloops, who's become a great friend over this past year. And the second announcement is about Roll for Initiative, which is a Nonagon Dice charity raffle where you can enter by donating to the charity of the month. This month, it's Shanti Bhavan, a boarding school for underprivileged children in India. So if you donate at least $5, you get entered into the raffle, and you can win a set of handmade dice by me. So that's still going. So if you're interested in that, that's nonagondice.com/initiative. Yeah.
Can we tell them how much we've already raised?
Yeah, we've raised like last I checked, it was $300 and something, which is very
Ooh.
exciting. It's more than I imagined it would be. So thank you if you donated and if you plan on donating. But if you can't, I would really appreciate it if you just could spread the word. That also is a big help. So thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, they're lovely dice, and it's a good cause. It's a win-win. So get in there. And speaking of getting in, it's time for our heroes to get into the dungeon. I'm assuming we have no other announcements we need to bring up. Nope, we're good. All right then. Let's go. We're gonna go into the game. Be sure. Be sure to like and subscribe as we're about to start. Now, unfortunately, Pewter's memory banks are a little bit too frazzled in the middle of combat, and exposure to different crystals. So I'll be recapping a little bit about what happened last time. Our heroes, on their quest with the Dragonmark detective Henrietta, managed to find a little creature called a grey ooze, which they found more or less because it had kidnapped Nogu, trying to eat the metal that was made of their special brooch that they need to get put all the 12 relics in. Unfortunately, he was grabbed. You guys were able to fight off the grey ooze without losing too many your metal items weren't destroyed, thankfully. You were able to move quick enough. And then you discovered, with I believe it was a nat 20 or a very high roll, a bunch of Kyber dragon shards. Dragon shards are used as a magical substitute for many items, like a battery that can use many different spells and can be quite valuable. Kyber shards are rarer. They're also a little bit more dangerous. They need special care to be taken out safely. But you guys said, we don't need hazmat suits. We don't need specialized equipment. No, we're just going to do it ourselves. And so you did. And you have not faced any consequences yet. But
The
you
keyword being
acquire
yet, obviously.
This is how we become X-Men.
Oh my god, could you imagine? That would be amazing.
Speaking of
Yeah.
special suits, I have a special suit.
Aww. Also, nice t-shirt, Alaka, I noticed. Very cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
your
Amazing
special suit.
X-Men is volume 1.
Ooh, is that a comic
Nice.
book cover?
Yeah,
Beautiful.
I'm sorry, I'm
Our
an X-Men
heroes
freak.
Yeah. After getting about 640 gold pieces from there, and getting that amount in dragon shards, and making a deal to basically split it 5 ways, the heroes decided to continue down the path and determined that if they used the dragon shards, they could lure the minotaurs to them, as they reasoned that the minotaurs seemed to be down here looking for dragon shards, some kind of mining process that was going on and on. They blew about 40 gold pieces worth of dragon shards, hid under some cover, and then the minotaurs started running forward in a crossroads they'd set up. As these two just ran into there, our heroes, with invisibility, with radiant magic, with some arrows and some quick movement, they managed to start attacking these minotaurs. One of them, when hit with a sacred flame, they had the same Gorgon mark that appeared on their head that you saw before when you attacked the first minotaur with a necrotic attack. This metal bull that appeared on them, that's a symbol of House Caneth. And as you were thinking, okay, we got this. These guys are going down. This is going pretty easily. You heard the sound of hyena-like laughing as
Fucking terrifying.
gnolls were coming up behind you. And now, our heroes are in the middle of this little situation, as they have to prepare for getting these undead minotaur before the gnolls get them. Because, as a reminder, they are not supposed to be here. This is Zanir Pact territory, and the gnolls do not like intruders in their territory. So, let's go back to the game as we start at, I believe it is, we're starting at the start of initiative. We have Henrietta. In this crossroads, you've got the minotaurs are about sort of in the middle of these crossroads, and about 60 feet away is Henrietta as well as Talvar. Also, a little bit to the side, we have our archer, unaccompanied by Cosmo, sadly. Medu, just over there, pinging. While about 20 feet from these minotaur, we have our monk who's just going, throws a boomerang, misses, and just trying to get some swings in. About 20 feet from the minotaur. Henrietta starts her turn. She's all right, let's try this time. She waves a wand over her dragon shard crystal and casts chromatic orb at these guys.
Whoa. She can do that? That's...
Yeah.
She can do so much to a
You
person.
did yell at her
Okay,
that
calm down.
this 50
No,
shard diamond is coming out of her paycheck. Yeah. So roll. Hits.
Ooh.
Mhm.
Does anyone get
Okay,
the...
much better. What's up?
I was just going to say, does anyone else feel very much like Simba and Nala and the Lion King with the hyenas coming from one end?
Good reference. Yeah, now that you put it that way. And
Well,
that
now we're
I'm
gonna get
introducing
sued.
Sim. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, now Disney's coming after
Am
us.
I Zazu?
That would be awesome.
I see it now. I definitely see it now. Yeah. I just
Amazing.
can't.
Alika, by
wait
the way,
to-
you're at the very edge of like.
No,
Am
but
I? Which
Alika's leaving
way should I
space
go?
for Cosmo. Always leave
Yeah.
space for Cosmo.
Right.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Okay.
She fires this impressive blast that knocks the thing back. It's like badly damaged. Like acid goes down the skin of its bone, and its attention of both minotaurs are focused solely at her. And she's like, yeah, woo! I can do this all day. Anyone hear that noise coming from behind us? And next up, the minotaurs are gonna go. Now,
Nice.
minotaurs turn. They see the monk charging straight at them.
Uh-huh.
Charge forward, and then just like completely ignore the minotaur, running on either side. You can do an attack of opportunity on either the injured one or the non-injured one.
I will take down the injured one. I will just try to trip him with one kick, and then if he falls, I'll try to land another hit and smack him across the face.
As an attack of opportunity, you can only attack once.
Okay, then I'll just try to trip him up.
All right. I believe you still have to hit the armor class to trip, or is that at? Yeah, I think that's how it goes. So roll to hit.
That's a fail. I think that's a total of 9, maybe.
It literally, you go down, you sweep low to try and get it,
Yeah.
and it's like you hit its foot.
Huh?
Foot pops off, just keeps going, like
Wait,
keeps
what?
staggering forward, and its foot like leaps up, and very much Adam's family just like walks up after, lets
Oh my
itself
God.
just keeps going.
No,
What the
no,
fuck?
no,
Yeah,
no, 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 no. Don't like that.
they're all dead, guys. Yeah, and they go high speed as they aim straight for Henrietta, going up, take it up there. Oh shit! And they start taking these huge, great. Looks like it's not great axes. These are like large, like mining picks that they had at their backs. Pulls them out and just like starts swinging. And you notice that the mining pick, like the core are like metal, but like the shaft seems to be made of like ivory or some kind of bone. As they go and starts to swing down. Yeah, that's gonna take. All right. Plus, let's see how they do.
R.I.P. Henrietta.
I do not. Indrani gave me some new dice, but the first time I rolled them, I got a nat 1, so I don't trust the dice.
Wait, so what's your plan? Are you like not gonna roll them?
Oh no, I am going to use them, but not when I'm DMing you.
Wow. Okay. I see how it
Because I
is.
feel like I see you've weighted them. The first attack. What's it
Use
called?
them for the NPCs.
Yeah, Henrietta, just like as it's coming forward, it looks like it's going to hit her, and she says, fuck that. And then just, again, waving this like crystal cabochon, like this shield appears in front of her, dark shield, and just like takes the great axe, like, oh, fuck. Okay, that's good. Oh, shit, there's another one. And the other one comes in to try and hit.
Oh boy.
Oh, boy. Nat 20.
Oh boy. Oh boy,
That's
oh boy,
gonna
oh
sting.
boy.
That is going to hurt. Let's see.
How far is Henrietta from me? I believe you were.
She's 5 feet from you.
Okay. All right.
Like literally, it goes forward, ignores you because you were
Yeah.
like close to the thing, and like goes
Uh-huh.
straight for her.
Cool.
And it's going to strike plus 1d. Oh yeah, so it's 4d8. Sorry, 68.
Oh
8d8
boy.
plus 4. Okay, she'll be fine. She'll be fine, guys.
R.I.P. Henrietta, we liked you well.
What dice are these? Throw them out of the window.
Digital. All right.
You're beyond.
Yep. So she hits like this, goes in, and strikes for 37 points of damage.
I beg your pardon. 37 points.
Again, I crit, and this thing that's going in and has a charge ability that means it rolls even more dice. Now, normally at this point, I would be making a strength save to see if it's not prone, but people who have died do not make strength saves.
When you say died, is she making death saves or did she double like? Was-
Okay, I'm just gonna ask you straight up. How many hit points do you think a level 2 wizard has?
Not.
Oh boy.
Okay, so it's definitely.
This is a great way to
How many-
start this game.
How many hit points do you think she has?
About 12.
She sounded way more badass than level 2. I'll just say that.
Oh my god.
Oh, she was. It's just unlucky she got a crit. She had a shield up. She was not going to take hits from a lot of things, but
Oh
she
my
unfortunately the
God.
guy rolled a crit on her.
Oh,
Yeah. So
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
God.
fine. Wait.
hold on. Double
The
check.
one's like, I didn't get laid
Oh,
yet.
sorry. She is a half orc, so she goes down, strikes her, and then relentless
Oh.
endurance.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like
hit
it's going in her
point.
chest. She passes out. Her dragon mark starts to glow, and she's like, and just like the magic of the kyber shot that's in her hand starts to like slowly like snake up,
Okay.
like fuel it, like the energy around her starts to go like wild. And it's like if she wasn't a half orc, she would be dead. 100% she would be dead right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now she makes a strength save. Now she makes a strength save. She'll be fine,
What the
guys.
fuck? I was.
Chirag's not pulling any punches here.
Oh my god.
Yeah, strikes her hard, like goes up, and then the mind pick like brings her straight down, and hard, like, and it's like she like clutches forward, the orb like rolls away, and it like bends over, and its attention is completely focused on like the dragon gem and like the kyber gem, and just starts picking it up. Completely uninterested in the wizard it almost killed. Pewter, it's your turn.
The Minotaur's still in front of me, right? Like 20 feet away?
No, they ran past you.
Oh, wait. The Minotaur ran past me. There was another one who ran past me?
Both of them ran past you, but you can only
Right.
attack opportunity one creature. So
Right.
both ran past you. First one missed because of shield, and the second one got a crit.
Got it.
But they're
Okay.
all within range of you because you can move 40 feet. So you
Right.
can run back
I'm
and like deal with
gonna,
them.
as they slip past me, I'll turn around and like, it seems I'm not considered a threat. This is mildly insulting. And I'll try to run up to one of them and kind of be like, seeing that they've hurt Henrietta, I will say, you should fight someone my size and try to hit him. Let's see if that works. Yeah, I don't have any special. I was just gonna try to do a normal unarmed strike.
All right.
17 plus 5, so that's something really high. 20.
Whoa.
That hits.
Okay.
You go after the injured one, right?
Yeah, I'll go for the injured one first.
Go.
That's 5 points of damage.
Nice.
And I'm going to throw in another unarmed strike as a bonus action.
Are you single unarmed or are you doing flurry of blows?
No, just a single unarmed, but I think that's a miss.
Okay.
'cause I rolled a 4 again.
Okay.
I'm going to retire these dice for the day. Because a 17 of 4 is too much of a swing for my senses.
Okay.
Wait, what dice are these?
They're not Nonagon dice.
Yeah.
Nonagon only rolls well.
That's true.
dice.
It's true.
All weighted.
Next.
For the
All
DM
weighted.
as well.
So Pewter, you're there. You've done this like
Yeah.
swing. You like cracked it. Like it's cracked, and it's like it's very close to like badly injured. Like it's like
Right.
it's falling apart, and the only thing is like focused.
Yeah.
If it wasn't like undead, it would be like pieces out. But like something's
Sure.
like propelling it forward, making it move.
Sure.
Nope.
Yeah, I don't have anything else I can really do.
Henrietta is on the floor. Orb is on the ground. Like orb is like on the ground, and the creature's like picked it up, and it just like it is in the process of picking it up. What would you like to do? Henrietta's at 1 hit point.
Okay.
Do I have a health potion that I can throw to her? But I've
you've
used my
used your
bonus
action on your
action.
bonus
so
action.
Yeah, I could.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's next?
After you will be Medu.
Oh, me.
All right, Medu. One hit kill these
And-
motherfuckers. You got this.
And then Nogu goes after you. After Medu.
I mean, okay, I'm literally, I can only shoot arrows right now. So that's
You're
what
a
I'm.
fighter. This is what you were made for.
Yeah. Where?
I don't do that much damage anyways, though. Yet. But
Yeah.
yes, I will. I will try to shoot the injured one. Wait, the injured one is the one who's taking down Henrietta.
The injured one got the killing blow. Well, killing. And is like reaching out to pick up the diamond.
I will take my shot at that one with my longbow. I do not know why I have this accent. Apparently, I go Italian when I'm stressed.
You're
Fate is exploring all of Europe.
Catholic,
Well,
so
you
that's
explore
why
everyone.
you.
That was so bad. I should not be stressed because that was like a 10 to hit.
Total 10?
Yes, a total 10.
It just like bends its head a little low and it just shoots over its head.
Well, that sucks. I cannot use the longbow as a offhand attack, obviously. Well, that's that.
Yeah, because no, you wouldn't be able to use it as a offhand attack.
Yeah.
But what's it called?
That's
Even like
that.
two weapon fighting, you have to hit with a melee attack with your primary hand and then use an offhand attack. You use a bow, so you can't do that.
That's fair. Okay. That's my whole diggity dang turn. It's up to you,
How are you?
Talvar.
How about you didn't do anything on your turn?
I was waiting.
I asked Tawa, what do you want to do? And then you asked, who's next? And I said,
Oh.
Maydu's after you.
My bad. I am sorry. I would have liked. I thought I was after Medu. Sorry. I wanted to cast Sacred Flame on the one closest to Henrietta.
They're both very close, but one's more injured than the other. The other's unharmed.
Okay, I'll go for the injured one for now.
All right.
So a dexterity saving throw, DC 13.
All right. Okay. I'm going to tell you, he rolled a massive 7.
Yay!
So roll the damage.
That's 7 points of radiant damage.
Alright.
Can I?
What's up?
Yeah, she seems really beat up, right?
Oh yeah, 100%. You're like,
Okay.
I cannot understand how you are alive.
Okay. All right. Cool. I'm just gonna stay close by for now. That's
okay.
gonna be my turn.
Nogu is there. He's just like he's like very close by, and he's just like comes over and is just like he like looks at his shillelagh like he should he attack, and then he looks at the very injured Henrietta and it's like he's unsure if he should heal or help or hurt these guys, and he like looks for you for guidance. But all of you guys, any of you can make a suggestion.
I point over Henrietta. I'm like, help her.
Here.
And then he starts chanting in Druidic and starts to cast Cure Wounds.
Oh my god, I'm
There
so
was a
stressed
weird
right now.
spike in audio, and for a second I thought Chirag was going to do like a different language. Because it just went,
okay.
I'm like, oh wow, there's some druidic spells coming out there.
Chirag is going to cast Druidic in Italian.
You said, okay. I have something to share with you guys after this. There's this SNL skit of Pete Davidson and Timothy Chalamet.
Screen?
No, don't.
You've seen the full sketch, right? Because that's
Yes,
just the end
yeah.
video.
Yeah. I've seen
It's
the whole thing.
hilarious.
He points to them and then he says into like, "Esse grito," and you start seeing healing energy just like spreads onto Medu, like slowly like healing up the slowly healing the damage. 1d8 plus your spellcast modifier. Roll well.
Henrietta. Oh, I'm fine.
Heals her up 9 points.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
For a
And
wizard.
it's like
I know it's probably like
Good.
healed her full up.
yeah, and just like slowly like heals the wound up. It's like, okay, Noku, you're now my favorite. And he looks really happy. She does wink at you. Talwa. She says that, but when Nogu's not looking.
I look horrified because I just saw her die and then come back to life. But I'm like,
All right. After Nogu, now I'm gonna need all you guys to give me perception checks.
Oh, good. Things we are good at.
Are you telling me this group
Ooh.
is not filled with wisdom?
Oh wait, did you do wisdom check? Sorry, I got distracted by Ari joining the chat.
5.
Perception check.
Perception check. Okay, this is Nonagon Dice.
22.
17
23.
plus whatever. Perception is 2, so 19.
So 19, 23. Alaka?
22.
19. Gnolls are coming up, and you can like see like 2 gnolls running towards your position, and they are going to be joining initiative next turn as they're like arriving. Those of you who got over 20, You hear the voice of like someone, like two people casting, like two, like who like stop moving and just like they're chanting something, but it's like there's two coming, but then there's like two you're not seeing, and you like hear this like strange like squelching sound like further back from where these gnolls were, but you can only see two gnolls coming towards you. With the who got 23? Yeah, you are confident that there were. It sounded like when there was all that yelping and all that, it sounded like there was more than two gnolls, maybe four, maybe five. But there was definitely more than two, but only two are running towards you. These are like hunched over gnolls. They got these jackets on. They got like goggles on. One of them, like the goggle is like smashed, so, like you half the eye is there, and they're like there. And they got like these knives out, and there's just like and they're just like they got knives, and they've also got a spear at their back. One's got his blades, his knives out, like dual style. The other one's got a spear, and they're just like, "What a pact!" and just like is running towards you guys. See how fast?
Oh, let me just confirm this. Earlier, when we encountered the first minute, it didn't seem like they were like working together, right?
You didn't hear any sound of minotaurs near the gnolls. You don't know what's it called. You've never heard of like a. Give me a history or arcana check.
It's a 15 plus 1. 16 on history.
Undead are more like a undead were used in the last war, mainly by the nation of Karnak. Karnak, who used undead soldiers, fighting for them on their behalf. But the gnolls, they don't really fuck with necromancy, especially after the whole we don't work for demons anymore. Right. They're more like well-known archers, warriors, that kind of thing. Right. So mercenaries. So it's like it'd be very unusual for them to work with undead, especially undead minotaurs. You do know that monsters have kind of worked together, like that's kind of a thing. But like undead is not really sentient, especially skeletons. They're not considered sentient monsters.
Right.
Yeah. All right. And they rolled. They rolled a 1, so they're going at the end of the initiative. Now, Henrietta is like lying on her back, and she takes, gets up. Realizes she is in melee with a bunch of these like minotaur guys, and she's like, just don't mind me. And she disengages and like takes a few steps back, like 15. And then she like realized there are gnolls behind her. And she's like, where is the safe spot? And she's like thinking, shit. She's like considering all her options. She's just like, why end up this way? And so she goes. Waves her hand and pops it, and then suddenly she vanishes into grey mist, and then you see about 30 feet near the crossroads, she's popped up. And she's like, okay, I'll be back, just let me get my breath back and not stabbed. Minotaurs go. One of them is just like picking up the putting like the gem away, and now they are going to do a check.
Roll.
Okay. One of them is just like focused on the gem entirely. Did you guys split up your Kyber gems evenly, or does Talvar have all of them?
I was carrying all of them.
She has all of them,
Yeah.
One of them who doesn't have the gem like turns to you, focuses. It looks at where you doesn't even know where you've got it on you, and it just like starts swinging at you.
All right.
Yeah. As it goes.
Throw the gems away.
Does a 14 hit?
No.
Clanks off your armor, but it's still it's very strong, so that pushes you back a little bit, but it's like you don't take any damage. And like glaring, and like it's trying to snort, but there's no oxygen in its lungs, and it's just like glaring at you, like recreating motions. The other one is just like putting away the gem and just like looking, fairly content with itself.
It's not attacking anyone now that it has a gem.
Yeah, it's just like it's like in a process of like putting it away. It's like going into like it's trying to put it in its like rib cage, and like getting it attached, putting it like common. It doesn't seem to have noticed that it's unsure why it's not attacking. It's not even reacting to the gnolls running up to it.
Interesting.
This is the injured one. The uninjured one's attacking you. The injured one's like putting the shard in his chest.
Yeah.
Is it my turn
Is
yet?
that gonna heal?
It is Pewter's turn.
All right. I am going to try to snatch the shard away. Or like
Oh, from
whack it
inside
out
his
of,
chest?
yeah, or whack it out of, yeah. I'm going to try to snatch it away. I don't know if I
Okay.
can
You're
do
going to
that.
have to do... You can. You're just going to have to make an opposed sleight of hand check against it. And it's like trying to be protective over its gem.
Sure.
So sleight of hand opposed by its athletics.
All right.
Yep.
Nonagon, don't fuck me.
I mean,
Yes. 21 total.
oh shit, nice.
It got a 14. I like it's like looking very happy, and then your hand just like its
Get
back is turned to you. Your hand like goes behind it and like pops it out, and then
I kind of just use a moment of like letting as my hand stretches out, you see it kind of slim down, and it's only like certain components that shoot forward, and like moving with his body, I grab the crystal just as he drops it and pull it out the other side.
Nice.
Yeah. It like notices that you like and then
And
They like
I
it.
wave it.
And it just focuses on you. Yeah.
It's focused on me, right? Do I still have a action or bonus action?
This was your action. You still got a bonus action. If you
Okay.
want to, if you want to like punch him, that's also fine because this was kind of an attack.
Right. I'm going to use a bonus action. I'm wondering we have gnolls coming in, right?
Oh yeah, you could see two gnolls like
Right.
down the
It's
corner.
just I need to like get up.
Okay. And
Right.
the gnolls are not, what do you call it, meant to be here. We know this.
What?
The gnolls are not meant to be here. We know this.
No, you're not meant to
No,
be.
we're
here.
not
It's
Oh,
their
we're not meant
territory.
Yeah, we're in the wrong territory.
Which is generally
This
the
is case
assumption we
anyway.
work
At
with.
this point,
Yeah.
Okay. I am gonna. I'm gonna have some fun. I'm gonna wave the crystal. I'm gonna throw it straight at the gnolls.
Okay,
Nice.
sure.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's my bonus action.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Roll a d20 for me. Just like this is a dexterity check.
Sure. Okay, that wasn't as good. It's an 8, I think, total.
Okay. Cool. You go over the one who's got like knives is just like trying to catch it, but he's got knives on the thing, and then, ow! And he's scrambling, dropping he's like trying to grab this like gem, like very confused what's going on. Yeah, and the Minotaur like turns around as it's like you very obviously lobbed it over its head,
Right.
and so yeah. Anything else you want to do? Any movement or anything?
No, I think
Any
that's it.
movement?
So that's no, I'm good staying next to both the minotaurs. I kind of say like, I can be your target practice. Just don't kill Henrietta because Talvar will not stop crying about it for a month.
You've not seen Talvar go through a breakup. You don't know how she reacts.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a breakup, and then your partner's literally broken up by Minotaurs.
I'm not that attached yet. Come on, it's been like a day or something. It's fine.
Sure.
Alright.
Yeah.
I like girls who play hard to get.
Yeah. Okay.
Talvar, it's your turn.
Yes. Okay, I have a question, and I don't know if it's gonna take my action to figure this out or if this is just something I would know. As a cleric, would I be aware of any religion that the Minotaurs and the gnolls might worship here in Droam?
Yeah, give me a religion check.
Okay, that's pretty good. That's a 17 plus religion, right?
Correct.
Religion. Oh, that's a -1, 16. Yeah. Yay.
So 16. All right. Yeah. So you know that in most of Eberron, most of the country you're in, the sovereign host is like considered like, oh, it's like a great pantheon. Most people recognize it. Most people respect it. Like you worship like the god of the Forge, and it's great. There's also the Dark Six, which are like 6 gods which are considered they were considered evil, and like definitely like you shouldn't worship them. They're bad. They're bad things. They're associated with bad stuff. If you watch Critical Role, the Traveler is one of the Dark Six, and it was like transported and put into that game. He's also considered like fairly neutral in this thing. He's like a mischievous kind of guy, so he's like the best of the Dark Six. But there's a lot of bad Dark Six.
Right.
In Droam, the Dark Six is reversed. The Dark Six is worship. They're considered like they are the ones who will help you through the struggle. They are like we don't have to obey like old civilization, and it's very much because the rest of the world hates us, and they hate these guys. We sympathize with these gods, so they worship those kind of gods. So minotaurs, gnolls, they're much more likely to worship the dark six.
Okay.
I can tell you a little bit more about like the individual ones if I can get them.
Can I know
Ones.
specifically who the gnolls worship?
Yeah, sure. Let's see. Visit that Tony Gods, one few location. Yeah, where's my list of dark six? Okay, so there is. Yeah. So who the gnolls might worship and the minotaurs might worship might be a little bit different. Yeah. There's most likely the Devourer, which represents raw destructive power of nature. Lord over the deep, and sailors worship them. But yeah, so there might be some of that, like just like the raw power of nature. Additionally, there is the Sovereign of Rage and Ruin, the Fury. It's like passion driven to the extreme. Anyone who lets their passion derives their motivations. Barbarians worship them, as well as some craftsmen and bards. Minotaurs very commonly will worship these guys. Like it's very common they'll do that. Besides that, gnolls, they might also worship the Keeper. It's hard to say. Like the Keeper is kind of like greed and gluttony. Like it's focusing on like hunger for like like dragons in the cave. Like they just like want to collect things. Oh, as for like who the gnolls might worship, no, it's hard to say. Like the gnolls are sort of like individually they'll worship different things. But like ever since we are not part of like the dark demons, they're a little bit like agnostic. They believe in the gods, but then like they're not like they like attribute like the dark six as a whole, but they usually won't stick to one specifically, and that's like fairly common.
Is there then a generalized sigil or symbol for the dark six?
Yeah, sure. Oh yeah, 100%. There is like a sigil for the dark six. It is looks like a helix diamond. I'll pull it up. 1 second.
Okay.
Ooh.
DDT.
I promise I'm going somewhere with this. Not just like asking for lore for no reason.
I am. You can do that. That's fine. I'm sharing it in the WhatsApp. If you guys can figure out a way to put it in the thing, that'd be great.
Come on, get on it.
Yep, that's the symbol of the dark six.
All right, cool. Okay.
It's like a
like an H.
Some metal bar. It's like an H made out of like metal bars, like crisscrossed into each other.
Cool. Cool. Okay.
Cool.
I go after the pewter, right? Before Medu. Pewter's done.
Pewter's just gone, so it's your turn.
Okay. I am going to take some of the kyber crystals from my my bag that I'm carrying it in.
Yeah.
And I'm going to hold it within my fingers in the shape of the sigil of the dark six.
Okay.
Ooh.
And can I hold on to that in one hand and then attack the hurt minotaur with my other hand? With my free.
Are you carrying a shield?
I think so. Let me check.
If you are, you have to drop the shield.
I am carrying a shield.
You have to like drop your shield, and then you can like do the two moves, like pick up the thing and then whack it with your weapon.
Oh, your AC will drop too.
Vocal and somatic, yeah. So I will have to drop it. I'll drop the shield. I'll hold on to the sigil of the dark six, and I will turn towards the hurt minotaur, and with my free hand, I will, pray to the god of the forge and cast Sacred Flame one more time.
Oh boy. Okay, so you're worshiping the god of the forge while holding a symbol of the dark six in your hand.
But I want to like, is it possible for me to like not do the vocal part of it loud enough for the gnolls to hear?
It's like crossing.
Are you trying to like do holy magic and then pretend it's not from the dark six? Is that what you're trying to do?
I am trying. You know what? Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to signal to the gnolls that we are worshippers of the dark six.
We're bros.
Okay.
That's the goal here.
We're homies.
Dark six, what up?
So,
oh my god.
We're all about that. We're all about that fury life. Traveler, he's my homie. Okay. I get it. I get what you're trying to do. You give me a deception check. Meanwhile, I'm going to make a save for the Sacred Flame.
This is the moment. It's the Steve Buscemi. Hello, dark friends. Hello, fellow dark friends. How are you doing?
Hello, fellow monsters. Yeah. How do you
Alright,
do,
go-
fellow monsters? Yeah.
Yeah, he failed to save.
Uh, what was I supposed to roll? Deception?
Deception, and then afterwards roll damage.
Okay, I rolled in 17 plus nothing for deception. So
Uh-huh.
17 for deception and a d8 for sacred flame. 7 again.
Okay.
All right, come on. These gnolls better be done.
So
Well,
what's it called? You rolled 7 damage.
And as I'm casting this spell, I'll be like, I channel your great power, oh dark six.
Okay.
oh
Okay.
wow! I can tell that was a low deception roll. Very
Oh, boy.
authentic.
17, that's not too bad. Okay, my sigil makes up for it, I hope. Oh,
What's it called? How much damage did you do?
7 points of damage.
Meanwhile,
Okay.
your actual
You're like-
god, whose name you
Yeah,
regularly
sure.
forget.
Yeah, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Saving throw. Natural 20.
Oh boy. Wow. Wow.
Saved.
You go in, you like cast the magic, and you like summon the sacred flame. I just say like for the dark six, the crystals that you have in your hand like they glow with dark energy, and like instead of that normal energy that comes out when you're like worshiping like the forge, it like goes into your mouth with like smoke, and then like pops out this incredibly dark fire, hits the minotaur, like its whole skull again like glows with that symbol, and then it's just like you knew that it wouldn't have been enough. You didn't think it was enough damage to take it down. Like it was like weakened. It was still up, and then suddenly, like marks are appearing on its side, and then suddenly the mark of the dark six starts appearing on
Oh
its
my God, what
shoulders,
the
starts appearing on its chest, starts breaking apart, starts feeling it, and you just feel it starts breaking apart in front of you.
Whoa.
Head like falling to the ground, and then like the gnolls, one of the gnolls are just like the gnolls look at you. They say like, "Oh," and they start saying, "Oh fuck, this is like a proper cleric of the dark six," and it's just you and like as you like grabbed a bunch of diamonds to make the H into your hand.
Yeah.
It's like it's been fused together.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
Yeah, this is like this is not something
Okay.
that you never studied religion. You don't
Question.
know this should happen, but it's like you've never heard this happening before.
Question.
Wait, did I just accidentally create an artifact of the dark six or something?
Question.
What the fuck?
Does Pewter, because he rolled low on his, he didn't even roll a religion check. I'm curious, and Pewter doesn't exactly have the best insight either. Does he believe at this point that Talvar is somehow channeling dark magic?
Does Pewter believe in religion?
Does Pewter believe in?
Because like the gods don't show themselves on Earth very much. Like there's the silver flame, which is like
Sure.
a huge token of divine flame, but for the most part, the gods
Sure.
don't speak back. They don't appear
Sure.
in that regard. So it's like
Pewter-
it's belief.
Pewter looks at Medu and be like, has Talvar finally gone over to the dark side? Is this what religion is about?
Yeah.
And I-
Henrietta said like
Too dangerous.
Henrietta looks back and said like, I couldn't hear what you say, but I love your new hairdo.
Hey, what's wrong with my hair?
Her hair is like it's still red, but now there's like the edges of it is black.
Great, you're going full Hades. This is
She
what we
got
needed.
corrupted.
Hades has blue fire.
It's true.
Well,
I'm thinking more of the game, but that's still it's not on mine. Yeah.
Sorry, I hear your point.
I was also pointing out that this is another character that Indrani, within the first handful of games, has somehow managed to touch with dark magic despite starting out lawful good. So that's just on brand.
So, yeah.
You know what
This
they
is-
say, guys.
Yeah.
I just almost saw Henrietta die, and here is the path to the dark side. So
Yeah.
okay, sorry.
What is your opinion on sand?
It's just
Alright.
gross and it gets every. Oh no! Please don't stop
yeah.
watching our stream. The 2 people who are watching.
Rico memes.
Thank you. We appreciate you. Madu,
love
it
you.
is.
Really
Madu, it is.
My
Is there a
turn.
bonus action you want to do? Like the gnolls are just like they stopped. They're like, what the fuck? And they don't know what to do. One of them is just like who was like scrambling on the ground for the gem, just like looks at you and he's like, That's like, oh, I thought saying in a language you don't understand.
Oh
I'm just
boy.
like, okay, please don't kill us. He said, you hear in common, please don't kill us, and then the rest seems to be some kind of prayer. The other one just like with the spear is like, what the fuck is going on? But he's like, yeah. Meanwhile, Maydu, there's 1 minute or left. Who's just like, his
Yeah.
back is turned to you.
Yeah, I'm like half looking at Talvar and just very half-heartedly shooting this Minotaur. It's like, what?
This is Talvar. Hold on. Like,
Wait, I will roll to hit the last Minotaur left with my long
Yeah,
bow.
go for it. This guy has not been hurt once.
Are you kidding me, man? I'm rolling single digits below 5. That's a 9 to hit.
9. You are so accurate. You shoot, it goes straight to the ribs. It's like a beautiful shot. The fact that you miss everything.
It's amazing because mostly I'm just like looking at Talvar. I'm not even looking at the Minotaur when I shoot.
I'm not
Like-
looking at anyone. I'm just looking at the crystal at this point.
Yeah. So warm in your hands.
Yeah, and then I like looked at Pewter and for reason to be what's happening here? Has this happened to her before?
This is the first time. I have not studied enough of religion to know, but we have encountered cults at this point. So maybe it is just
Yeah.
that.
If you
Yeah,
plan on killing me, you better do it before I make any art for this fucking character. Okay?
Yeah. It is now Nogu's turn, who is just like, this is odd. This is like, should I be fighting this Minotaur or leaving or anything I could do to help? Okay, this is. I don't know what to do at this moment. And like the Minotaurs are like, he just does a half-hearted whack with his like shillelagh. Just like, if I do violence, I don't have to focus on the situation right now.
Probably gonna do better than I will.
He
Or
like smacked it. The Minotaur pays no attention to what he's doing. Like,
you try.
he's very short. He's getting the shins, but the Minotaur doesn't care.
Where's my you tried Medu? Jeez.
Yeah,
Nogu not
you
being able
immediately
to land a
after-
hit and Medu not trying. It's like it's the Gordon Ramsay meme. When Nogu fails, oh gorgeous, it's okay. When Medu fails, you fucking donkey.
What are you?
Sorry, Gordon uncle.
Gordon uncle. I just want like an Indian kid who like just showed up at like Hell's Kitchen calling Gordon Ramsay Gordon uncle.
Gordon uncle,
That's
please, मुझे मारने का नहीं.
That is what everyone wants to see. Yeah, these two gnolls in front of you are just like bowing. They're just like getting low. They're just like, please, we don't mean any. Like, please don't like the one who's like bowing, is like full bowing. The other one just like looking like defensively as the Minotaur is like coming towards him. And then you guys hear that squelching sound from before, and your head like looks backwards as you see like the gray ooze just like pops out of the stone, like right next to Henrietta standing, and forms into the shape of two gnolls who start like wiping it off. These are gnolls who've got like scepters with like skulls on it, like some like very voodoo-esque, and it's like shaking it, and then they just like you see them, and one of them just like points at the Minotaur and just says this like says a spell, and then like this creepy hand comes forward, grabs onto the Minotaur's head, and just like the hand goes into it, and the mark on its head, which had this whole like house-cated, like this claw print, like looks like a gnoll's hand, just like goes over it. And it's just like, no. And it just like goes over. Give me religion checks or arcana checks.
All of us?
Yeah, anyone who can try.
Oh boy,
Six.
I'm trying.
Religion.
Natural
Legend.
20
Hell yeah.
from Chessex Dice.
Ooh, that's exciting. You got a
They're
two.
a
You guys don't
small,
know.
independent creator, so they really need all the support that you can get.
Why?
Yeah. Pewter, you're like looking at it. You guys have never seen this spell before. Pewter, you don't remember seeing it. And then suddenly, this is you, mind goes back, and you just see you're somehow like fighting. There's Kanati bone lords. These are like super soldiers that have been made, like super soldier paladins made by Karnak, covered in bone armor, who command legions of the undead in their war. And you're seeing them. It's hard to tell which side you're fighting on. Like there's just too much confusion. And then you see these like looks like gnolls and like harpies and all kinds, and they're like casting some kind of spell, this dark magic, led by this figure in a hood. And like it goes over, grabs these like skeletons, these undead soldiers, like this hand appears on them, and then their eyes go purple, and they like turn on their masters as you realize, oh, he's just cast a spell to gain control over an undead. That's not his.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
And that's what he's done.
Right.
Yeah. And meanwhile, and you also know like this is like a tough spell. This is like with a nat 20. I'll give you a little metagame knowledge. This is the custom spell, a homebrew spell that is the equivalent of a 3rd level spell. It's called It's called Command Undead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
yeah. He's like got this spell. Meanwhile, the other one has like got its like a scimitar like aimed at Henrietta's head and just says, "All right, no one make any moves, intruders." And Henrietta's like, "Come on, I just almost died. Can I get a break?" Yeah, and the Minotaur like stops moving, like it was advancing, and I was like, stops,
Just
like his hand appears up. The undead Minotaur,
okay.
the one who has been unhurt.
Yeah.
Henrietta's doing nothing because there's literally a scepter pointed at her head. The Minotaur is also doing nothing. Yeah.
There was one that was bowing, right?
Yes, there are 4 gnolls that you can see. 2 behind you near the crossroads next to Henrietta, who seem to be spellcasters. They seem to have like come out of the stone doing some kind of effect.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, one of them is bowing in front of you, and the other one's like standing there with his spear, looking very confused. What the fuck's going on? There's like a gem at their feet, which you drew. The 50 GP gem is like at their feet, and the Minotaur is like frozen half step, advancing on them. It is now Pewter's turn. I'm assuming you guys are continuing combat.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. I'm confused by Talvar's whole thing. Nevertheless, is the guy that was still injured that I've been hitting for so long still standing?
Oh, he's dead. He was destroyed by this incredible devotion to the dark sect.
I'll hit the one that's got a scimitar to Henrietta's head. And
But
I'll be like,
that's a
so you're literally running towards the gnoll.
So there are gnolls who control the Minotaur.
Right.
And there also another gnoll holding up a spear to Henrietta's head. So you're attacking the gnolls now instead of the Minotaurs?
Right. It wouldn't go away. There's something. Okay.
Yeah. 30 feet away from you. Henrietta.
I'll do this. I will I'll hit the Minotaur, and at the same time I will throw non-lethally my boomerang at Talvar and be like, snap out of it.
As you're about to move and then go to attack the Minotaur, the gnoll like shouts at you like, do not attack our property. Do you still attack?
Oh, in that case, I will intentionally miss and be like, what should I do? I am confused. Talvar is in trouble. You must help us stop this.
Anything else in your turn?
No, I'll just say that. As soon as he says don't attack our property, I'm like, I am confused now.
Talvar, it's your turn. Apparently your hair's different. You've got this like H symbol in your hand, this holy symbol, but you feel fine otherwise. It's not like you...
No. Oh no. No. Hello. 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 Hello.
Well,
Well, on his thing, it's showing. On the
fact-
stream, it's showing Shubham
I think in
and
fact.
none of us.
okay.
Okay, everyone's moved around, but I will try to fix that.
Remember to match us with our names, please.
Professional.
You're the dungeon master, Indrani.
Oh my god.
There.
Oh god, what do I
Fixed.
do? Dungeon Master, this is such a confusing situation. I hope you have the answers.
All right. Sorry about that.
Okay. Am I still the dungeon master?
No, you're fine.
What's
You're fine.
Nah.
It's all fixed.
Okay,
Okay.
cool. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Internet issues can get weird.
I
Okay.
just hope my email address didn't just come up on the thing. That would suck.
Guys, if you saw Shubham's like email, start sending in some like
No,
we,
you didn't.
we
He's
appreciate
really
your
into
email.
tentacles, cats,
Oh.
Not in that way.
lactose-free
The
food.
tentacles in that way. The cat not in that way.
I should have clarified that. But okay, so I am going to glance at the crystals and look at the situation. And we're clearly outnumbered here.
There's 4 of them.
Were there
One
more
Minotaur.
coming? Not that I can hear.
Check.
Yes.
You not unless you like spend time like this thing, but like these are sounds like this is the amount that was there.
I'm going to hold on to the crystal and say, like, unhand that woman. We're all here on secret business. We're not at liberty to discuss. I'm holding on to the crystal.
It's definitely going
Yeah,
to
they like look at you.
impressed.
Yeah, look at each other and they're like, wait, you're on secret business? Fucking spies! I told you. Shit, I don't sneak in. They're all fucking spies.
I hold up the symbol. Secret business for, and I tilt my head
Ooh.
towards the crystals. This
Yeah,
is beyond your mortal comprehension, so do not even attempt to do so.
You can do either persuasion or intimidation.
Oh,
If you do
very
intimidation,
nice.
you roll with advantage.
I will do intimidations, the same thing for me. So.
Very nice. Very
18.
nice.
Okay, okay. And 8, so 18.
Okay. They like look and they say, "You think you're like good? It's this doesn't look like maybe fucking hell. I don't know. Could be just a random cultist." I'm like, like, should we?
You're
And they're
right.
just,
It
like,
is
saying-
above your pay grade.
They like look at Henrietta and it's like, yeah, she a bad bitch. So I think you gotta back that down. And they literally like they do. They like move the scepter away. They're still like the other one's still containing the control of the Minotaur.
And I'm holding on
and they
to
say
the
like, all right. Regardless of your business, you shouldn't be in this. You shouldn't be in this territory. We're gonna let you go
How about
because
this?
we
One of you can provide us passage into the city so that we don't run into any more trouble with your, what's the word? Colleagues.
They said like, what's it called? Inside check.
Okay. 17 plus 5.
They like look concerned and like look at the other one who's like bowing and like all that kind of stuff. You.
I
feel
look
that
at the
they
one who's
interpret-
bowing
You
and I'll
feel
be
that-
like, you.
You feel that they interpreted that as you're trying to take a hostage, rather than like you're looking for a guide, and that's put them on the defensive.
I see.
Like they were willing to like let you go. They weren't going to make a question, but the fact that you're actually taking a hostage, you realize is the gnolls protect their own in this
Right.
regard, and they are not. And like you're getting the vibe that just like taking one of their own like as a hostage, as a thing, is something that they really do not want to allow. And the one who's like bowing seems to be like the youngest. He seems like the pup out of all of them.
Right. I say,
They-
I look between them and I'm like, only if you'd be willing, of course. We do not want any accidental bloodshed, which is why I recommended it. However, if there is a letter, an artifact that you could provide that would make sure something like this doesn't happen again, that would also
Yeah.
work.
They look at each other like they look at each other, they look at Ding. You see Henrietta just like, if you're feeling a thing, it's not so much a hostage. Like we could hire your little pup to lead us in the thing, and they suddenly like their demeanor changes. Like, and it's like I'm house to ask. You know, you can kind of trust what we are doing stuff. And they're just looking. Like immediately, the demeanor changes, and they realize this is not like evil cultist overlord. Like trying to go. This is evil cultist overlord who's willing to pay them. And they're like, okay, we can adjust. We're used to working with evil people. That's fine.
Yeah.
Get it.
That is capitalist overlords.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, so just
Yeah,
capitalist.
they're willing to.
You don't need the extra adjectives there.
Cultist capitalists. Cultists. They are saying like, yeah, all right. I take it. Yeah, we can. Hey, don't worry. I'll sort this thing out with what we take it like what we take it like. How about 5? 3 GP. 5? Okay, we'll do 5. They like the way it's coming out of my cup. And like they're making they're arguing and making a deal to like kind of get this thing going.
Are we still in combat now that we're
No, you guys, unless you guys want to fight, they need to like negotiate or something. Yeah, you guys can talk freely.
Okay, I'll just look at Talvar and then at Medu and be like, "What, Talvar? What about your hair is different?"
It'll fix itself. And I'm trying to see. I'm trying to look at Pewter, and I'm relying on our fairly decently long friendship. Hopefully, for trying to like look at him like I don't know what I'm doing. Just roll with this with my eyes, if I can get that across.
Can I roll an insight to see if I get that? Look at her.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Okay.
Yeah, I was
See.
thinking that.
Okay.
It's so fun.
Let's
You don't
platinum
know.
dice. Let's go. I rolled a 6 plus a insight is 4, 10.
Show us the face you make to him, Indrani. You're like looking at, yeah. She like seemed very shocked about the thing. She's like nodding. Maybe she's hungry.
We
Hard to
have
say. You interpret.
I will look into my backpack and be like, I am not carrying any human food. Is this what your hair
Alright.
does when you get hungry? I never noticed.
Yes, this is what my hair does when I get hungry.
Medu, perhaps you have some food that we can give.
It's
Talvar.
fine. I will
Yeah.
eat later. And
Yeah,
I look over at Henrietta. Like, get down
Okay.
here, please.
I'll say
Yeah,
to
yeah,
Henriette,
yeah.
I'm like, she really is very touchy. Look at her tone.
Yeah. These guys, they look like a little concerned, and they say, after they were speaking with her, and they look, they are keeping a little bit of distance away from you guys. While the little one is just like popping up, and then he just like cautiously steps forward, and he's like, "Oh, that's me. You can call, yeah. You can call me, call me Jillian. Nice to meet you guys. That's right. And he looks like really like you know Jillian's not a null name. They're like,
Yeah.
well, that's not actually my name. It's like what you guys can pronounce. My actual name is woo, woo, wah, woo, wah. But yeah, I
Woo,
thought
wah, woo,
Jillian.
wah.
Like that's a real masculine name, right?
Can I roll a performance to see if I can mimic that name? Because like, as usual, Pewter is trying to mimic things he hears.
I mean, sounds reasonable. I've grown up with animals. That's fine.
So it's a performance which is a 17.
You get it. Oh man. So like it's like pitch perfect. Like it's mechanized to take it in and respond. They're like, oh, you get it. That's good. And the others say they're looking at him.
There will be time for
yeah.
this on our way.
So yeah, with this, yeah, they say, all right. So they like motion, and the undead minotaur like comes towards them, and they like look and they say, we aren't going to ask what your business is, but do be aware that now that we are in a contract, there's a guarantee of privacy. We will not disclose anything you say outside this to us to other people, unless it threatens the Zania Pact as a whole, or forces us to come into contact with each other. But regardless, whatever religious fervor, suicide pacts, sacrificial offering, whatever you want to do, we will keep. We are very discreet.
Glad to hear that.
I have a question though, if you don't mind. That Minotaur that you have now seemingly taken control of, that was our quarry.
They look at you.
We were hunting it.
Did you bring this here?
No, we were hunting it.
I shimmy the artifact in my hand.
We have made a deal to give you a guide to safety.
Would you like to keep it?
Keep what? The Minotaur?
Yes.
They look at each other and they just say like, "We can find you." And you see like Henrietta looks bothered, but she's not saying anything because precarious situation, low wizard hit points, all that stuff.
Yeah.
What would that be worth to you?
This is a separate deal, yes?
Yes.
This would
Totally
be a separate deal. For example, do you have the ability to control this creature?
Absolutely not.
We were just hoping to kill it.
Yeah. Let's change it slightly. What would its head be worth to you?
Look at it like, the head is useful to us, as is the whole body, as I'm sure you could figure out what it is for. They look at your bag because you're holding this gem of incredible power, like this incredibly valuable gem, but they're not taking it, and they get the idea that they can take advantage of this. They seem to like figured that out. I think, and they say, make us an offer.
Here's the thing. Let me just put it this way. The head is not useful to you. What's useful to you is the arms and the legs. The legs help it move, the arms help it do work. The head has no value. It's dead. It can't think, it can't listen, it can't see. It's not got any use for the head. You don't need it at all, and you will still keep its full value. Just remove the head and give it to us. And I don't know, maybe we can think of something that would be a fair trade. It's a fairly useless artifact, the head, I'm just saying. So consider that when making.
Before I make you roll, Indrani, are you saying something?
I will, from the bag of kyber crystals, take one out worth 20 gold, and I'll I'll hold it out with my free hand.
All right. Give me a deception or persuasion check. Does Mady think she's lying? Or does Mady believe that this is true?
It's true. What use is the head for dead creatures? It's got nothing
persuasion check with advantage.
Oh my god. Persuasion with advantage? That's gonna go well. Ooh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Well, 15.
Okay.
I thought that was a 19 on that, but that's a 14. God, these dice.
They look.
I will.
You rolled with advantage, right?
Yeah.
They look at the 20. They like take it from you, and they just look at each other. They think,
Bless you. I say.
they look and they say,
No, I say, may the dark six bless you.
look a little taken aback. If we do not make this agreement with,
should it not be curse you?
why would we want to be cursed by a dark god? That'd be more dangerous than a curse from a sovereign.
Do you accept or not? I glance at Pewter like now is not
If we
the
do not
time.
accept, will you try and engage us in combat again?
No, we've made a deal already, and we will uphold our part of that deal.
Indeed.
I should add that
Yeah,
heads are actually not very useful unless yours can toast bread like mine can, and you just hear a ting sound as I produce some toast.
We'll make the deal for 4 pieces of toast, the gem, and the rest of the body of the Minotaur.
4 pieces of toast, the gem, and the rest of the body of the Minotaur. I glance at Henrietta. Does she look more comfortable taking the head?
She shrugs.
I nod.
All right, they like pop the head off. they take the scepter that one of them was using and like plop it in there, starts jiggling a little bit. As it like adjusts to the energy. The head is still alive. It's like popping its head. It's like moving, shifting, and like Henrietta like gets a little box out, opens out this little wire cage, pops it in there, like seals it, and like okay. And they say, all right. So, where would you like us? Where would you like Jillian? And you see this like proud male gnoll looking really like pumped. Where would you like him to take you? The closest locations would be Xenia, which would be our some distance away. It is our territory. It is our home capital, the religious center. Alternatively, we could have him take you to, and they stop, and I think they could take you to Grey. We could take you to Grey Wall. That'd probably be better. One of them said like Stonejaw Keep. No, not Stonejaw Keep. They would die. And then Henrietta nodding. So. They like give you the option. Do you want to go to Xenia, which is you guys have a map. You guys know where Droam is. You guys are supposed to head to the capital of Droam, which is called the Great Crag. Grey Wall is kind of like the place where all the people who come to Droam, they kind of go. That's like the official gateway city. You go there, and then you can take a straight road all the way to Droam. It's like where everyone expects, new travelers to come to. It's like vibrant. It's like the most like friendly to outsider part of Droam. It's like their welcome party. But of course, it's also where people would be, expect you to go. Xenia is like closer to the Great Crag, but there's no direct road. You'd have to like walk across like wildlife, wilderness, and deal with like some disgruntled gnolls. But if you've got, your guide with you, you won't be attacked or anything.
Right. I heard them mumble something about. Are they talking about the sisters, the daughters? I don't remember exactly what they said.
Yeah, they are talking. Give me a history check.
18.
Yeah,
I think it's
probably
minus
speaking
1.
about 3 sisters known as the Daughters of Sora.
Plus 1, sorry, 19.
Okay. They are a group of 3 hags who joined together to basically kind of create Droam. They created a monster nation. They like took over like the large territory. They killed all the monstrous warlords who were squabbling with each other and made like their own kind of territory. You either join or they killed you. As you know, hags are very powerful creatures. They can like do magic. They can be very troll-like, and they are kind of like they're plotting for Droam. They had their own plans, their own schemes to like make Droam like this new capital of monsterdom to be recognized by the rest of the nation. They're kind of like the leaders of the nation, 3 mutual leaders. Some call them the 3 queens. But yeah, they're called the Daughters of Sorakel.
But our original plan was to go to the Great Crag, right?
That is where the vision of where the thing is.
I glanced at
missing 12 feet.
I glanced at the 2 of them, Medu and Pewter. Turned back and I'm like, the daughters wish that we enter the Great Crag.
They look at each other and they say, "Okay." They look over. They like pat themselves in some strange symbol.
I do
like
the
to
thing.
protect themselves. Yeah. And they say, both of Xenia and Xenia and also Grey Wall have vowed to take you to Great Crag. Which do you want us to take you to? From there, you will be. We can help you navigate your way there, but you must make a choice. And in case you're curious, I could show you the map.
Please,
Wait, how
You
many
put it-
sisters are-
we'll put it on
Why
our
is this-
Discord, guys.
While this is happening, can I like scooch over to the Minotaur that is dead and take that head as well?
No one stops you.
Cool. I will chuck
It's,
it in the same cage as Henrietta.
It feels cold but warm at the same time. It's a strange, twisting feeling. Like the first scroll that you have did not have this feeling, and it's like it's very odd.
God.
Like the strange, like
I'm
feeling.
terrified. What did I do?
Something
Invoke
cool.
the dark. You just invoked the dark pantheon of God and used divine magic. What's the worst that could happen?
What's the worst that could
While
happen?
holding a kyber crystal.
Pistol.
I was trying
Nice.
to deceive them.
Well,
You deceived somebody.
yeah.
Leave in the chat what do you think the worst could happen to be.
Yeah, let me know if we've just invoked the wrath of the dark
The God.
six
I
gods.
think it's far
But
worse
fuck
if you.
nowhere.
I think it's far worse if you invoke the wrath of your own god, who's pissed that you're just out there chanting some other people's names.
Yep.
My god will understand why I had to do that.
Nope.
Nah, you clearly
Gods
haven't
ain't
met your
that
god.
understanding.
So, yeah, you've seen the map. So, where do you want to take them? To Zanir, which does not have a direct route to the capital, or the more well-traveled Grey Wall, which does have a direct
Oh,
route
okay, yeah,
there.
that actually. And we are currently approaching from the east, right?
You are currently approaching from the south. You guys
south,
are
okay.
close to, yeah. You're like near Vralik, but like somewhere like deep underground.
Okay, got it. Well, Grey Wall is still pretty far, but
Yeah. I'll just pipe up and say,
Yeah.
we do have some other people with us. Some of them may not be okay with certain places. I know my friend Cosmo and I would prefer like the open areas a little bit more. Less chance of him getting stolen.
we would
Oh,
also attract
attack.
less attention if we weren't in a major city. So
That's only my
They all-
opinion.
If you wish to avoid attention from civilized people, then avoiding that city is probably better. But you are trekking through the wilds, and this is a nation of. And he smiles and he says, it, monsters.
I
Like,
also
right.
smile and then I glance back. I'm like, well, guys,
I will turn to Mehdi. I'm like, you have a lot of expertise with animals and the wild. Do you think we could handle traveling to Zanir?
That would be my preference, but I'm all right with cities. I've been in them before as well.
remember, we can reason with people in
Also-
the city.
We do kind of have a baby on board.
Could we not drop them off at wherever we get off and they can turn back? I feel like a baby, whether in Grey Wall or Zanir, is not a good option. However, I am not experienced with what's the word for what do you mortals call taking care of little ones?
Maternity leave?
Nursing? Babysitting?
Nursing. Yes, I am not familiar with nursing. I was not nursed, or nor have I had to nurse.
Like,
the first
Jillian like
for
nods his
everything.
head, like, yep, that's true. Yeah, I was not nursed either. Yes, we did have. The only way we survived was me and my brothers just ripping apart this like huge demon boar. 7 of us died, but I got big and strong. Yeah.
We're just going to adopt all the kinship.
It's so cute.
No, stop making them cute.
The little guy who was willing to stab you a little while ago is just like showing off his non-existent guns.
I will.
Okay, hang on.
Yes.
Here's the thing. We have with us. I'm only speaking to these two, and if Henrietta is with us, sure,
Sure.
Henrietta
Sure.
is with.
Are you're like stepping aside from these guys?
Yeah. Just one
Gillian is
minute,
like-
please.
Jillian's like there. Like I said, sworn to secrecy. Unless you really want me to step back, I can.
That's true, but just 1 second, anyways.
Sure. All right. He like goes over, and then he and Nogu have been like going aside, and he's like playing like roughhousing with Nogu.
Part of this discussion.
Oh, you grab Nogu and bring him back.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
Guys, so here's how many people we have. We have the 3 of us. We have Nogu. We have Henrietta. Henrietta, you're from the Great Crag, yes?
Yeah, you're heading to Great Crag. Is the Henry? Yeah, you guys are heading to Great Crag, aren't you? Like that's the.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what. Well, technically, we'd planned that in return for the Minotaur skulls, which now you have. You were supposed to take us to the Great Crag.
I can. I can take you to Great Crag. Like I have connections in the city to take you to Great Crag. Pretty easily, like with House Drask, I can do that.
Yeah. Here's.
But I'm also good at roughhousing. Makes it Talvar. If we want to go wild.
I just gave her like a look which said you went down in like one hit. So
You haven't seen me go down.
that's true. But
Alright.
also, I want to point out you didn't last very well. This is now just becoming innuendo all over the place.
Is it?
Pewter is like,
There's
no,
more than
I
one
have
meaning to
seen
what
you
she's
go down.
saying.
Yeah, we've all seen you go down, and that by that we mean you fainting because you nearly died when that thing hit you.
But it does seem like you have a lot of stamina. You were able to keep going even when most would have given up.
Sure.
Yeah, you went for seconds. That's great. But that's not the point. The point is, will you be okay if we roughhouse it? Because it's not just you. There's Nogu as well. Who I think, Nogu, do you prefer the wilds of the city?
Me?
Yes.
Oh, you're asking Nogu.
No good.
Yes, Nogu.
Nogu's like, well, I'm fine with nature. I'm a druid. I'll be fine. Yes, there are dangerous things in nature, but you know.
That's right. We can talk to things. It's fine.
Sure.
Then we need to ask our bullet friend Rider where they want to be dropped off.
I think they said they were going to meet you at the. I think they said they were going to meet you directly at the capital.
They did say it.
Unless you want to send them a message.
No, they did
Yeah.
say that.
Yeah, because he's a bullet. He can like make his own path. She can make her own path there.
Wait, so shouldn't we just use the underground? There aren't that many monsters
So we aren't with the
underground.
bullets anymore.
Yeah.
There are many monsters on the ground.
Yeah.
What do you mean we aren't with the bullets anymore? My Cosmos with them. He's babysitting.
We'll go get Cosmo back before we leave. It's
Okay,
fine.
all right, okay. Guys, I'm sure we can figure this out. Maybe one of these, like if we go to Grey Wall, maybe they know someone who can cast the sending spell, and then we can let them know to like come meet us at Grey Wall or something and drop off Cosmo's babysitting service.
It's Cosmo.
Cosmo, you left him behind with the bullet babies.
This is true. We were planning on going back and like.
Yeah, but like you left them in that area where the gnolls were going to break in, and you guys split up, and
Now
they were like, "We cannot stay
partnered with
here."
the gnolls, right? So this is fine.
Yeah, now you partner with the gnolls. At the time,
Yeah.
you hadn't. They split up to get away from gnolls.
Oh, so
being
they're
shooting.
gone.
Oh, great.
Oh fuck. Okay, shit.
Well,
I
this
think-
is not what I
I think this is a
expected.
classic case of players missing out on key information. We should have paid attention to that little detail, guys.
Right. So here's what I think we should do. We should take this advice. We should go to Grey Wall City where we can find someone who can cast sending so that Buddy Boy can meet us in Grey Wall. It won't take long. Cosmo will be fine.
Cosmo will be fine. I won't.
I'm just gonna wrap my arms around me. I'm like, it's fine. He's a big boy. He can handle himself. And so are
Yes,
you.
of course he can handle himself. I'm his charge, not the other way around. Hang on. Okay. Calm down.
Just,
Cool.
just ground yourself.
I'm
Let
good,
the
I'm good,
power
I'm good.
of the dark six
Underground
flow.
yourself.
Are you still holding that symbol of the Dark Six you made?
Yeah. And now that
Okay,
I've
so she, like-
established. Oh, yeah.
Like
When
you're being held. Like it's.
you know how Voldemort
so
hugs.
cold.
You know how Voldemort hugs this guy Malfoy.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
No.
It's hot. And, like, and the metal pressed against your body feels cold like icicles.
Yeah, I
I
kind
know.
of just I gave a look to Henrietta and said, "This you're not in for a great time. Sorry, this is not a great time." Anyway,
I'm trying to lean into my evil role. Okay.
oh, I see. That
Again, I
might be-
never said okay. Nothing's compelling her to be evil. She's choosing you. Actually, that was out of character. In character, Henry was like, you know what? I'm thinking it. I could see you as a bad girl.
All right.
All
Okay.
right.
Henrietta, can you
I
cast a sending spell or a message spell?
I'm not that powerful. I don't have access to that level of magic.
Let's
Uh,
go.
I do. If we could get somewhere where House Drask is present, I can like
Okay.
organize funds to get a sending spell cast.
So the closest place we could go to is Zenith then.
Is there a house there in Sania?
Oh no, Zanir is like a gnoll, like holy site. They do not let outsiders there. The fact that the gnoll has let you there just like shows either they respect you or they are terrified of you. Probably both.
Okay, so in that case, I think it's better we don't impose on them any longer, and let's head to Gravewall. Because I'm confident of surviving in the wild, more or less. But I would have really liked a flying companion there to get out of danger. Since that's not happening, let's go to Gravewall.
Very well it is. I
You guys
turn
go back and
to
tell the gnoll?
Jillian. Like,
Mhm.
we will take the route through Greywall.
Oh, wow, this is phenomenal.
Sounds good. He like swinging his blade. And he's like, okay, it drops his blade. Oh, sorry.
That is very
let's go.
impressive.
All right, yeah. All right, don't worry, we got this. For the Dark Six. And he's just like giving like thumbs
Well, the
up.
Dark Six!
I'll just
Oh,
interrupt
he's
you
unique.
and be like, to clarify, we are going to Greywall, and from there we will make our way to the Great Crag.
We will, yes, we will
Yes,
rendezvous
I can help you.
with...
What? Yeah. Once you're in Greywall, I can like help you guys find transportation, and you guys can make your way safely there.
Okay.
Brilliant.
How
Don't
long
worry,
will
I
it
got
take us to
I
get
got
to Greywall?
connections. Trust me.
Insight check
walk
on
in
that
with
I
them.
got connections part.
Yeah, I'm like, I
Oh, yeah.
feel like a
Yeah, do an
teenager
insight check.
knows.
Sure.
I
How
have
long will it
connections.
take us to get to Greywall?
12 plus 5. 17.
From this route, from this place, I'd say it takes us get there by tomorrow evening.
That
Maybe
is
2
a
hours.
quick journey. Is that a
That's not
null
too bad.
speed?
Yeah, well, I
or-
know the routes. I only know no speed.
We will try to keep up.
Yeah. What was your inside check result?
17. Yeah.
17. He thinks he has connections with the overconfidence of like a young teenager who just because he knows one person thinks he's got the connection, and he's like really trying to impress you guys with that. He genuinely believes it that he does,
Okay.
but like he is extremely cocky about it, and he is trying to show off.
Great. Cool.
This is like
What are those
the
connections are?
yeah, this is like that one kid who's like, मेरे पापा उसे जानते हैं, ठीक होगा.
Exactly.
And he'd be like,
Oh, God.
yeah, his
Oh.
dad like knows one person like somewhere who's not that important.
My uncle knows someone who knows someone who's just like the head of Great Wall.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great. You could get it.
Okay.
He got taken to a club
hold on.
once and he got
So,
like super
just on a
excited.
better point, just so that we're
Yes.
clear this time, we're going to Greywall, DM, and we are expecting to rendezvous with Cosmo, Baby Bullet, Grown Up Bullet, and Bullet's owner. I can't. Bill, was it his name?
Bill.
Bill.
Yeah. His name is
At,
Bill.
at Great Crag.
Correct.
Correct.
Well, we don't
Okay.
know where they rendezvous, but at least we should send a message to them and
Yeah.
we'll be like,
Once we get
this
to
is where we
do
are.
Greywall. Okay.
Yeah.
And in terms of the deal we have made with these guys, we have given them the bodies.
Sure. Well, one
And
body. The other
one
you
body.
destroyed.
Sure, one body. And what else did we give them?
You gave them like you gave them 20 gold pieces, four pieces of toast, and an additional 5 gold pieces to pay for this guy. But that 5 gold pieces came from Henrietta.
Got it. Okay, so money and bodies. That's it.
Yeah.
We gave
And
him
also
20 gold
you
pieces.
dropped the name of the
Crystal, right?
daughters of Sorakel,
Sure.
so you know.
Okay.
Mhm.
This was more for the audience sake than mine. I totally knew everything that went on with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Show your
Alright.
appreciation in the chat. Right.
All right. In that case, Pewter, meanwhile, is clueless because none of this makes any sense to him anyway. He is like, very well, I suppose we should go to Greywall. Medu, can you please give Talvar some food? I'm worried about her hair staying like that.
Sure. We'll eat and walk.
I'll put the fucking dark crystal away. The dark
As you put
kyber
it away, your
crystal
hair goes back to normal.
Oh. There you were. You were just a little hangry. Here. Have
Do I
one dried
feel any
mango.
different?
You never felt anything. It was
Okay.
other people who said that you had the thing on your head.
Right.
So you put it away, you get your food, as you take your bite, hair's back to normal.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's just hangriness.
All right.
Wonder what Pewter looks like when they're hungry.
It just doesn't eat.
Pewter sounds very creaky when they're hungry. But
Mhm.
Pewter basically he starts getting louder because he doesn't really have a lot of pitch, so he just has frequency changes.
Right.
So Pewter usually talks like this. However, when he runs out of oil, he starts talking like this. He needs his food. Why won't anyone feed him?
True. 8-bit says have a Snickers, which is
Bit of
Big
nice.
brain.
big brain move right there. So on our way to Greywell, let's go.
Yep. Yeah. The gnolls, like they say, best of luck to you, Jillian. They say, be good. And then like that, like
I look
Give
at them
courage.
before we go,
Mhm.
and I say, we will treat him as one of our own. Do not worry.
then I look at it. Just treat him. Just treat him. Well, he is strong. Yeah. And he's like, yeah, I got this. And he's got this confidence. He like yips with examining. We got.
Yip.
Oh, yip.
Yeah.
And off he goes on all fours and starts running off ahead of you guys.
Right?
Right.
I will follow.
Oh, good.
I'm gonna
That's-
stumble back a bit and just like catch up with like Pewter and Medu for a second.
Hmm.
And I
Your
mumble
hair
under
is
my
back to normal.
yes, it is thanks to this.
Are
What's
you
the
a
word?
worshipper of
Nikaba-
the
Doctor.
All right, let me explain. All right, just keep
Out
your
of
voice
it.
down, Pewter. Don't question this out loud. I just thought we could trick them into not attacking us. And I'm saying this hopefully out of earshot of Jillian.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
ahead.
Yeah. And I say, that worked surprisingly well. I don't know what happened. Why? It might have been the fact that I used channeled actual divine magic while holding on to. I just didn't think that through. But I'm sorry.
But you didn't even have an actual symbol of it. It just got made in your hands.
I was holding the crystals in that. I was holding them up.
Yeah,
They
I
weren't
saw that.
fused together. I don't know why that.
Like, Nogu's like
Okay.
raising his hand, like, I have a bit of idea. Again, no, take on the religion thing. You're like
I
the sovereign
know.
host,
Go on.
but don't you worship the Maker? And so you use your worship of the Maker to make a symbol for the Dark Pantheon, the Dark Six.
Right.
Oh,
I don't know if that might offend him or like really please some people, or I don't really know. I just talk to birds.
I am, as Nogu says that, I said, that is surprisingly astute, Nogu. Thank you. And I'm going to rest a hand on my anvil medallion, which I wear over my chainmail. It's like 3D in the sense that the Witcher game medallion, not the
yeah.
in the game, you know how it's like a 3D wolf. Imagine that, like a 3D anvil surrounded with some runes and stuff. I hold on to it, and can I just take a moment to sense if my deity is still with me?
Difficult. You know that like the feeling someone has with their deity is like that's like a personal experience. If they feel like close to God, much like with our world, some people can feel very close to God with their own thing. There's no like proof. There's no like burning bush. There's nothing that's gonna like that will symbolize that. Some people, if they say he speaks to in my mind, there's nothing that proves that. There's nothing that can do that kind of thing. But give yourself an insight check.
All right. How about this? I notice a little bit of a crack, like a split in my chainmail.
Okay.
I'm going to hold my fingers to it, and I'm going to cast Mending while I'm trying to see if I can channel the makers.
Yeah. Well, roll insight. No advantage.
Okay. That's 13. So I think I have a +5. So 15, 16, 17, 18.
What's your chainmail look like? Is it like dark gray? Is it sort of? Is it like red fire? What's it look like?
Do you have any
What color
art
is
that
it?
you could show us?
Oh,
Is it
So-
golden like the art that we see on the
it is.
loading screen?
So I have like basic silver chainmails, nothing too fancy. But I do have like leather plates over me. The art is not completely accurate. I made it on micro, but so yeah, it's a fairly simple chainmail. There's nothing fancy to it.
Sure. You find a crack on your armor where you took that blow from that, like on your shield when the Minotaur tried to get you. There's like this small crack, and you start like repairing, and you like feel that energy of like as you're like fixing the chainmail, tying it together, and then you look at this work that you've done, and like that small streak where you've like done this like refresh like metal. It's a different color. It is the same
boy.
dark gray, little hits of red that matches the stereotypical symbol of the Dark Six. Just that little patch that you healed up looks exactly like that. That in the holy.
I'm gonna
iconography.
curse under my breath. I'm gonna take the crystal, and I'm gonna put it down on the floor for a moment.
Oh, you pick up the crystal out of your bag.
It's out of my bag. I put it down on.
You pick it up out of your bag. Everyone looking at her. Her hair does not change color. Like it's the same as it was before she picked it up.
Okay, so the
I
hair
put it
didn't
down on
change
the
color,
floor.
but this thing. Did we
Yeah.
see the thing that Indrani's? Or only she saw the little patch?
I mean, like it's a small crack.
Right.
I don't know if it's really obvious.
Right.
I'm going to hold my hand up, and I'm going to prepare sacred flame. So if I could just like generate some sacred flame, what does that look like?
Generate sacred flame. What do you want it to look like?
It generally has this bright, hot, white, fiery look to it. Except the very tips of it are like this sort of faint orangey red.
Okay.
But otherwise, it's this pure radiant white. What does it look like now?
Yeah, it looks the radiant white that you're intending it to look like. It matches that pretty nicely. The crystal, kyber crystal that's like down on the floor in that symbol is there. Henrietta looks at you as you're like doing this, like, what are you doing?
Just experimenting.
Are you? I pointed to crystal on the floor. What? Where the spear of radiant magic you have? What are you doing?
Nothing.
Okay.
So does it look normal?
Yeah, it looks like how you intended it to do with the radiant white light.
I'm gonna pick up the crystal and put it in my bag. Does it change color?
No, radiant white.
All right. I quenched the flames, and I'm like,
Henrietta just takes a piece like, oh my god, I thought you were going to try to blow that thing up. We would have caused a massive explosion, remember?
yeah, no. Why would I do that? I'm smart.
didn't
I
know.
make smart decisions.
Okay.
Don't laugh, Medu.
I'm just saying that maybe the maker will be impressed that you crafted something of magical power just like that.
Uh-huh.
Hey guys, you're lagging behind. What's up? And you see him, and he's like wagging his tail really excitedly.
Oh, sorry, but I'm trying to come. They're not gnolls
We're
speed.
just not as dexterous and lithe as you are.
I will use
And
No
I
one
will
is.
use Step of the Wind to catch up to
Wow.
to Gillian
Yeah.
in one go. Just like I
Like,
will
are you like stopping in front of him or like stopping behind him?
I'll just do one quick kick off the ground and then like zoom forward ahead, and then I'll stop like 3 steps ahead of him and be like slow poke.
Oh, it is on. Yeah. No pack. Yeah, no pack. And off he runs.
Oh.
And he's jogging after you. He thinks this is like a dog who's like found a friend at the park. He's like excitedly running after
I'll
you.
run with him.
Oh,
You're
this
just
is
excited in these
yeah.
seconds.
this
Or
guy.
he's like a hyena chasing after prey. Hard to say.
Hard
It
to
could be
say.
either way.
I would
Yeah,
make a
you
very
guys are running. You guys are
chewy prey. one.
cool. As you guys are moving ahead, you're like getting there.
I will
Guys,
just
like
say really quickly to Talvar, like, hey, listen, if you're uncomfortable about holding it or something, you can always give it to us. We can hold it for you in turns. That in case you're like worrying about it corrupting you with the hair thing. I don't
Are you sure you want to do that?
know. Or nothing. I'm not magic. God, I can't do anything to me.
If at any point it starts to feel uncomfortable, or just give it back. I made this mess, and
It's fine. I'll just hold it for a little while. We'll see how it goes.
all right, cool.
Famous
Thank you.
last words. See how it goes.
Oh my god.
I'll hold it.
Yeah, you guys like travel for a little bit as it like gets later. You guys are getting tired, and like somehow, at a certain point, Julius stops moving, and he says like, "Okay, nighttime." Even though you guys cannot see the sun, you cannot see anything. Like, all right, let's start camping. And he starts like getting over some makeshift like stones he's brought with him. Like hit it with like a kind of crystal, not like proper dragon shard, like very very diluted, and to like make a little produce flame cantrip out there. And he's just like getting everything like sorted. Like everyone's like happy. He's like guys, you guys got food?
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
food.
I will drink
Or you
from
need me to
my
have,
hall
because I can
canister.
handle that. Exciting. He says, not knowing what an oil canister is.
You just see the black liquid pour into my mouth.
And he said, hey, he pulls out a stopper from it. Since the pack leaders aren't here, anyone in the mood for some Gnoll beer? It's like this is dark liquid in this bottle, just like shake it. It looks like the bottle's not like a refined thing. It's like clearly it's like moonshine made. Clearly, it was made in the equivalent of a bathtub.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Got like X's and then a hyena's like face. Like
Normally,
and then,
Talvar would be so down for this, but she seems a bit somber right now. Just shakes her head, leans back. I'm good, thank you.
Is Noel beer like a euphemism?
Give me a history check or medicine.
I think medicine might be better.
euphemism? That's going on quartz.
12. Can I roll anything in double digits today? Wait, I'm going to use my inspiration. I have it and I've not used it, and it's going to be used now.
Oh, love it.
It's a D6, yes?
Inspiration is a reroll. Wait.
Oh,
no.
it's a reroll. I will.
I think
Yeah, it's a
I think
reroll.
I said it was. Yeah,
It's
go
a
for it.
reroll.
Oh, look, there's a double digit. 14.
14 total.
Yes.
Okay. You are aware no beer is like it's homemade. It's like made out of like different fruits, different things, and then just like hard ethanol. Like it is. You know people who've had it, and like they have it sometimes in Sean. It is like foul. It is absolutely foul, but it will get you fucked up, and it's really easy to make. It's like a very cheap drink, and like it's like people have it, and it's just it makes you go like easy to like pass to like drink. And if you want to get shit faced, this is the drink to get you shit faced. Yeah.
I have no responsibility right now with Cosmo and that baby bullet gone. Give it to me.
Pours you a little bit in like a cup he's bought with him. He's like, at the side. He like pours some, offers it to Pewter.
I don't know if this will have any effect on me, but I shall try.
The to you. Pours a little bit for Nogu. Like, no, I shouldn't. Come on, no, be a woman. Don't be a
No,
wuss.
he shouldn't.
He's underage.
I'm gonna pull Noku back.
What underage mean?
It
means there's
means
an
when you're still a
age
cub.
limit.
Wait. Hold on. You mean you guys have rules on you can't be a certain age to drink?
Yep.
Yes.
Well,
Wow. Wait, so when is the age to drink?
Depends on
Depends
the
from.
species to species.
Yes.
Oh.
It is complicated.
Usually
It
you
took
must-
me a long time to understand. For example, I am only 2 years old. Well, technically 5 if you count the previous life. But I am allowed to drink. I think. Actually, am I allowed to drink?
I
That's
mean,
a
there's
good
no
question.
rule that's going to stop a warforged from drinking because you're immune to poison.
It's True.
Yeah, there was this really cool bar back in Shan where the barkeep had this ledger of like a full book with the name of the species and the legal age to drink. Every time someone would come in for a drink, be like, let me just get through that and check if you're legal. It was hilarious.
Exactly.
Yeah. So he said, wait, you're. I was like, oh, fair enough. All right. Well, I'm gonna drink. No way. Like, don't worry about it. I will. Like, don't worry. I've been drinking this stuff since I was 3.
I will also drink it.
This is good.
Oh, Jesus.
He has. There was one made for you, like he put in your hand.
Yeah, I will
And you
drink
just
it.
immediately like, plastic.
Curious as to what happens.
I clink it gingerly with pewters and tricks.
Oh my god.
Yeah. What's it called? Give me a con save, Medu. You, as you like drinking it, your insides have never felt cleaner. Like you just feel like this full ethanol like washing out your impurities.
Oh.
It's going out.
You
Just like you feel polished on the inside.
Right.
Yeah.
I kind of just go reach my back and like a canister comes out. I'm like, this is the first time my recycle canister has filled up, and just throw it away.
Yeah. Status. He does not wake up. He is just like completely lying on his side, kicking his legs, like.
Oh,
Oh, I love it.
that's so cute. I can't be.
Yes, it's a little matter. What did you get? What do you get in your con save?
Natural 20.
Oh,
This is what I roll 20s on. Not attacks. Oh no, I ain't that kind of fighter anymore.
You
I-
feel it. You feel it kick you in like a back of the head, and like you've been kicked in the head by a horse. You could drink more. You could go harder. You're like, you could finish this bottle. You feel real. You've done this shit before. In the
Right.
military, you had shit drinks before you became.
The con save is
of course,
not
shit because of-
the same as an intelligence save, apparently. So.
No.
No, you could go. You obviously you get tipsy, but you're not going to lose yourself, and you're not going to get sick.
nice.
Yeah,
Alright.
Oh, fuck's sakes. Did I lose the net? Hello. Over to technical difficulties to fix this. And we are fine.
Yeah. So, as you guys are, like, you're drinking hard, Peter, you're like cleaning yourself. You feel great. What's it called? You could just give me all three of you give me perception checks.
Wait, are we back? We're back,
yeah,
right?
You're back.
Yeah. I'm
Sorry
going
about
to
that,
be
guys.
in the middle of this perception check. I am going to be taking a little more from his bottle, and I'm going to try and see and persuade Henrietta to take as well.
Who do you
Come
want to
on,
drink?
give it a
Yogurt?
try.
Who do you
Wow.
want to drink?
Henrietta.
Oh yeah, Henrietta will. Yeah, okay. Drink stuff like this is dud stuff. Let's see how she rolls.
Yeah, this super high constitution wizard, I'm sure, will do fine.
I want to point out.
You know, she's got a decent con, and then she's like, oh god, but it's not that decent. Like, okay, I'm gonna. Oh, I can't have any more. Oh my god. I like her eyes like glazing, go like, okay.
What is this rubbing alcohol? Do I just use this to clean my metal parts?
Clearly, it feels that way. Oh god, I'm dying. And she's like, oh god, I'm fucking seeing things.
All right.
What were your
all right.
perception checks?
Natural
rolled
one.
I rolled a 9 plus 5, so 14.
14. Cool. You got a natural one. You're like you all you can see is the bottle. Peter, what did you get?
I did not roll another con check. I will do so.
No, perception check.
Oh, perception. Well, I rolled a 17 plus my perception is, I think, like 4. No, it's 2.
Oh, okay.
So 19.
Yeah. It's Henrietta actually like looks like she might vomit. She looks like unwell. She's like, oh fuck, I'm seeing things. All right. Maybe you're not seeing it. You're not seeing shit. You're just like looking at the bottle. Indrani, what did you get? What did you get?
14.
You're just like you saw like the cup being thrown like a little while ago. Like you didn't hear it land, and that bothers you. But with above a 20, Pewter, his eye just like tracks it, and he sees someone has grabbed the cup. Large, huge green hand has kind of like has kind of grabbed it. And as you look at it, it looks like this monstrous troll, dark gray skin, long black hair, looking down, just like this thing like towers over the roof, and like at its side you can see two smaller figures. One is a wizened-looking woman with green skin, and the other one looks like a dressed in like nature itself, like swamp greenery, just like nature itself. And these three women, and I'm just going to show this picture. To you guys. Go ahead, just like on the WhatsApp. Yeah.
Wait,
They
you
don't
see the
happen
three.
to look like queens or daughters, would
They do not look identical. They look very different. As they like look at you and they say like, the woman there,
fuck.
just like
Oh, fuck.
like,
Oh, fuck.
you said so. You uttered our name and said you were doing work for us. Well, that would be quite interesting, won't it, sisters? As you see this large troll one listed as
Talvar,
awful wicked grin,
fuck you,
and
Talvar. Fuck you, Talvar.
you guys can all say that until next week.
Oh my
Every fucking time.
Showing up.
Every fucking time we have a campaign going on, a dozen sessions in, Indrani's like, Dark Lord? Sure, I'll make a pact with that person.
Wow.
Oh, fuck.
Like the daughters are not the same as the Dark Six. They're not gods. But she did say, "Oh yeah, the daughters of Sorakel, we are working for them."
One
Out
of them
loud.
looks pretty nice. Maybe
Oh
Talvar
my
can like shimmy up.
god.
I hope you guys had fun watching Desis and Dragons.
Oh my god.
So let me get
Ah.
this straight. We got into a tunnel where we
Uh-huh.
initially survived one Minotaur. Then we
Yes.
survived ooze and found kyber crystals, just to be attacked by two more undead Minotaurs and gnolls. Somehow
Yeah.
defeated the Minotaurs, made a pact with the gnolls to go to Grey Wall, lost all the pets we had been collecting, and now somehow I've landed up talking to the three sisters who are practically
Who run
royalty.
Droam?
Yeah,
The
practically
hags
royalty.
who basically run the country and have killed every monstrous warlord who did not submit to them.
Yeah,
Good
this
time.
will end great.
Yeah, you know.
We ain't rested, y'all. Just FYI.
Yeah, this is all the same day. Fuck. What did I
Pathetic.
do?
I
I
use
should
my step of the wind thinking, I won't need it. It's almost the end of the game.
Some of us are drunk on no beer.
Oh, you rolled a nat 20. It's not going to impair. You're
Oh
fighting.
my god.
If you guys choose to fight these guys,
I feel like
I
hope
think that will be the
we are
last
suggesting
episode.
things.
That if we choose to fight them, that will be the last episode of
One
this
hit
campaign.
TPK. One hit TPK.
I wasn't sure if episode 12 was going to be exciting, and then this happened. I'm just like, you guys are a gift.
This is all Indrani's fault.
God, what have I done?
This is
Big
exciting.
swings,
Let's
guys.
do
Do
this.
not be afraid of doing big
Don't
swings.
encourage this. Don't encourage this shit.
I'm in
No
for
one needs
this.
to encourage
Listen,
it. You'll do it anyway. You
I want to
climb
point
up.
out
I'm just gonna shut
Yes.
the fuck up. And not
there are three of them and three
We
of us.
love,
We can take
we love you guys. If you're watching,
thank you
please
so much
like
for
and
sticking
subscribe.
around.
Yes.
Join the Discord. Donate to the raffle. And yeah, follow us on our Twitters and all that. Occasionally we're funny. Occasionally we make fun of Indrani. It's good times.
It is
Yeah,
what it
they
is.
they do that a lot.